Luxury Auto One welcomes you back to another jaw-dropping story that is making waves across social media, television, and every gossip column around the world. Today's story has set the internet on fire, a clash that nobody expected, and one that left viewers stunned, producers scrambling, and audiences replaying the clip over and over again. We are diving into the shocking night when Meghan Markle appeared on the Graham Norton Show, only to be thrown off after an explosive and very public argument that spiraled out of control. Now, before we dive in, remember to stay tuned until the very end, because the reasons behind this clash, the words exchanged, and the aftermath will leave you questioning what really happened behind those studio curtains. The Graham Norton Show has always been known for its light-hearted humor, witty conversations, and Graham's ability to disarm even the most serious of celebrities with his comedic charm. Guests usually walk away laughing, smiling, and with a few memorable quotes that become a late-night television legend. But when Meghan Markle appeared as a guest, things went very differently. Producers had promoted her appearance heavily. They teased audiences with the idea that Meghan would open up about her new projects, discuss her charity work, and perhaps give some insight into her life after stepping away from royal duties. Everyone expected warmth, maybe a few anecdotes, and Graham's signature red chair segment to wrap things up. Instead, the episode quickly descended into a tense showdown that no one could have scripted. As Meghan walked onto the stage, she was greeted with polite applause from the audience. She looked elegant, dressed in a tailored outfit that was clearly styled to project confidence and sophistication. Graham welcomed her warmly, but from the very beginning, there was an air of tension. Meghan's smile seemed forced, and Graham's jokes didn't land the way they usually do. The atmosphere was uneasy, as if both host and guest were bracing themselves for a storm. Things began innocently enough. Graham asked about Meghan's new ventures, her upcoming documentary, and her recent public appearances. She responded with carefully rehearsed answers, polished and guarded. But Graham, being Graham, couldn't resist poking fun at some of the controversies that have followed her since leaving the royal family. He teased about the endless media coverage, the rumors, and the headlines. Normally, celebrities laugh along, shrug it off, and use humor to diffuse the tension. Meghan, however, did not find it amusing. When Graham made a light-hearted remark about how Meghan and Prince Harry seemed to be everywhere, giving interviews and appearing in documentaries, Meghan's smile dropped. She shot back, saying that the media was obsessed with her, and that she and Harry were simply living their truth. Graham tried to laugh it off, but Meghan leaned forward, her voice sharper now, asking why British television always tried to mock her instead of taking her causes seriously. The audience shifted uncomfortably. This was not the usual fun and laughter they expected from the show. Graham, never one to back down, tried to steer the conversation back to a lighter note. He cracked another joke, but this time Meghan interrupted him mid-sentence. Her tone grew more defensive, accusing him of minimizing the struggles she and Harry had faced. From that point, the interview unraveled. Graham, attempting to maintain control of his own show, reminded Meghan that the Graham Norton Show was primarily entertainment, not a political stage. Meghan fired back, saying that the platform was a chance to speak truth, and she wasn't going to sit quietly while her work and her life were reduced to punchlines. The tension escalated minute by minute. Viewers could feel the clash of personalities in real time. Graham's wit and sarcasm clashed head-on with Meghan's insistence on seriousness. At one point, Graham quipped, "Well, Meghan, if I wanted a lecture I would have gone back to school." The audience erupted in nervous laughter, but Meghan was not amused. Her face hardened, and she retorted, "Maybe if people listened instead of laughed, the world would be a better place." It was at that moment that the exchange crossed a line. The back and forth stopped being television banter and became a genuine argument. Meghan accused Graham of perpetuating stereotypes, of dismissing her voice, and of playing into the same old narrative that the media had always used against her. Graham, visibly frustrated now, tried to cut her off and move on to the next guest. but Meghan kept speaking over him. The other guests on the couch sat in stunned silence. Some smiled awkwardly, others avoided eye contact, clearly not wanting to get dragged into the confrontation. The audience didn't know whether to clap, laugh, or sit quietly. The atmosphere in the studio was electric but deeply uncomfortable. Finally, Graham leaned back, sighed, and said with a sharp tone, "You know what, Meghan? Maybe this isn't the right show for you." The audience gasped. Meghan froze, staring at him in disbelief. Graham then added, "We're here to have fun, and clearly you're not interested in that tonight." Meghan responded angrily, accusing Graham of silencing her. She stood up, gestured toward the audience, and declared, "This is why change is so harder, because people in power would rather laugh than listen." What happened next has become one of the most